earlier background, but I come from LKC FES lah. So I actually have very one questions because I'm a bit worried because LKC all engineering course have to go through EAC accreditation. So when we have a MOOC as a course, then if the EAC accreditor come to audit, and we cannot be certain that the MOOC courses is done by that student itself. Even though you give him a student ID to log in, but he can ask his friends to do the MOOC for him. So that is where we are very worried, is that if any of engineering accreditation courses, if we get assessed, how do we answer? How can the university assure that it is the candidates who did the MOOC?
Okay, so thank you for the question, Dr. Wong. This is about the authenticity of the student who has completed the MOOC, right? First and foremost, let us begin with under which category or course classification is MOOC under now? Can we guess what is it under now? Is it a core? Is it a common core? Is it an elective? Is it a uni elective? Is it a compulsory course? What do you think it is? I mean, to all members who are attending this meeting, do you know which category is MOOC falling under? We have only 110 licenses, so I'm sure this is not a compulsory course. And as a
elective course?
Yes, it is an elective course, and it is a uni elective course. Uni elective course, and
yes, but
it is packed together with co-curricular courses, co-curriculum. Yes. So what we are testing is the soft skill, not touching the EAC, not touching the professional body requirement. Yeah.
Because yes, I understand that this is not a core courses, it's an elective courses, but what actually happened is that there are credit hours in these courses. So when the student use these credit hours as the graduation credit hours, then what happened is that when a EAC accreditations come to audit, your student learning hours for this MOOC are creditable because we cannot ascertain whether it is the students who fulfill the student learning hour.
Okay, so when student bid for this MOOC course, he will be given a license to access all EDX MOOC, all the 3,700 EDX MOOC courses. And because it is tied to their UTAR email, one UTAR, so therefore the assumption is he is the one who did it. And also during the process, right, the MOOC lecturer who selected the course that the student has registered for will check with him or her from time to time. Not from time to time, I mean 3 times. The first time is during the first week. During the first week, the course coordinator of MOOC will gather all the course lecturers whose subject has been selected by the students during the L1, L2 selection. So it will be a Teams meeting, and where all the MOOC lecturers will get to know their students, maybe 1 or 2 students taking the MOOC course that you have selected. So this is where we can verify for the first time that he or she is really interested in this. And then in the middle, we have got a system administrator who will check its progress, whether this particular email has attempted the quizzes or has accessed all the videos, etc. So by the end of it, then this same student will attempt the quizzes and get certified after he successfully passed the course. I think the passing mark is about 50 or 60 marks. This one is determined by the university that offers MOOC, not determined by UTAR. Regarding further verification of whether the student actually attained the course learning outcome from learning that MOOC and completing the course as required by the university that offers in EDX. So this one, in our earlier discussion, Dr. Wong, we have actually considered this, whether lecturer should further interview with the students to check whether he or she has learned enough to be granted MOOC. But later, university feels that because it's our first attempt, and the trust is there that it is our student who have done it all by themselves or with some help from the MOOC lecturer. So we decided not to reassess them. We just use the certification as the final proof that he or she has attempted or completed the course. Yeah, if not, then there will be a lot more evaluation to do, more reports to write, and it will burden our lecturer who voluntarily take up this MOOC course selection. Yeah, that's the reason why we do not further reassess for authentication. Anyhow, the skill learned in this MOOC is soft skill, and we categorize under lifelong learning. So for a person who has gone through 7 or 8 weeks or 14 weeks of learning online, meeting up with learners globally, I think it is only fair that we give them this credit of lifelong learning. Yeah. Um, you can unmute for someone who raised your hand just now. We can discuss here if you have any concerns regarding this.
Dr. Niao, you mentioned three meeting points. First, second. What is the third one? I didn't get the third one.
The third one would be the first is the meeting point, right? Week one, we meet the students so that we just want to confirm that he has chosen the right MOOC course. And we will brief them. If the course has been selected by us, then we will brief them regarding what is expected of him, yeah, and how difficult or how easy it is, yeah, to complete within this short trimester. So that is the content that we talk to the students during week one. During mid trimester, perhaps Dr. Alice, the deputy head of CCDI, will send you some progress report on how the students has been performing throughout his EDX journey. And for that, if you see good progress, then maybe just a call or just a note saying that good job, continue the effort will do lah if they have completed 60% by the middle of the trimester. If no progress at all, it is time for us to remind them and ask whether they face any questions. And at the end, right, it is after completion of the MOOC course with the certification, we meet the students and try to get some feedback regarding his or her entire journey with EDX so that we know what to avoid and how to make it better for the next batch. Yeah, that will be the final where the students submit to us or to the FGO the completion, the certification, because this is the one that the MOOC coordinator will table at the pre-BOE and BOE to pass them, just like any other COQ courses.
Thank you. Just one more question, Dr. Niao, if you don't mind. So Dr. Liu will be the one who will give us the sort of data analytics, is it? In terms
It
of
is
the progress.
Dr. Alice Kaur. Yeah,
Alice,
Dr.
okay.
Alice Kaur. Yeah.
So she
But
will provide the data analytics, right? Meaning the progress, everything to the coordinator, right?
yeah, to the coordinator, it will be Dr. Alice Kaur. But anything to do with the students or with the FGO, it could be also coming from Miss Jolina. She is from CEE. Anything academic, CCDI, anything administrative, it could also come from CEE regarding registration issue, ad drop issue. Yeah.
Yeah. So this course will be offered in October semester, this coming October semester.
Yes.
Dr. Nyo, does that mean the lecturers appointed are this our group here, or it will be another group of lecturers appointed to monitor the students?
This is a very good question. So we all have done our part here by nominating a course that is suitable for the students to take, right? It has fulfilled all the criteria that is required lah. So all of us here have actually done our job by selecting. So the next thing is to meet the student during week one, and then we will pass this duty or responsibility to a person called MOOC coordinator. He or she will be coordinating for all of us for all the courses during that trimester, only during the trimester. I have written some draft work. Maybe Jia can share with us. Yeah, this is just a very brief idea of what a course a MOOC coordinator would do. So this is by faculty. All the faculties who have that have opted for MOOC course this short trimester, 8 of them, yeah, will have this MOOC coordinator. We all here who have participated in the MOOC selection, we are called the MOOC lecturer, but we don't teach. Yeah, there's no syllabus, but we know what is being taught in EDX. So we are the MOOC lecturer. There are many MOOC lecturers depending on how many courses have been selected, but there shall be only one MOOC coordinator. So this will be appointed by the faculty or based on voluntarism. So if we look at the objective of this MOOC, is to promote self-directed learning. It is to inculcate lifelong. Then the platform that we use so far, we are using EDX as a start. In future, we may be venturing into other also affordable, such as Coursera, Khan Academy, etc. But we begin with EDX. So the next would be to add value to our current program. Sometimes we know that something is important, but we may not have the expertise to teach. So for that matter, we choose some very high level MOOC for our students before they go to work or before they join the internship program. So we also have some lecturers who have selected soft skill courses, thinking that their faculty students may not acquire this soft skill during their 2-3 years with us and would want them to have that before they leave the university. So we have a mixture of the course selected by all of us here. So next thing is to ensure that there will be accredited, meaning that the MOOC certificate will carry some weight throughout the period of study. So MQA already mentioned, just like Dr. Wong's concern just now, MQA mentioned that MOOC, because sometimes we do not know who completed and how difficult it is. There are many types of MOOC online, right? So it will not contribute to GPA or CGPA. Therefore, it is a pass-fail course. Because it is a pass-fail course with a course syllabus, therefore we would like to suggest that for those who pass the course, in yesterday's discussion with IAD Vice President, we have decided to put 80 as the passing mark that would contribute to the learning outcome or the ICGPA. So 80 is for those who pass with the certification, and if they fail halfway, they didn't complete, or they attempted but failed. So we will give them 40, and 40 marks a failure, incompletion. 80 means they completed. So we choose like the middle path. I don't think it is a good way to grade them 0 for not trying at all. Maybe they tried but they didn't get through. So 40 is for failure, 80 is for passing. So to continue here, the dean or deputy dean will assign an academic staff as the faculty MOOC coordinator before the commencement. So we are here at now in September, and the commencement of our undergraduate program will be on the 30th of October. Therefore, we need to now appoint someone from the faculty to take up this task. So this course coordinator will ensure smooth coordination. Yeah, there are 5 job scopes that I can think of right now. First is about the selection. For this time round, CCDI has become the course coordinator for the entire university because this is new to every one of us. So we do not know how how to centralize this. So um, te- as a temporary measure, CCDI and CEE chip in to ensure the selection is okay. But in future, this will be conducted within the faculty. The faculty will ask who are the lecturers interested in nominating a course. Then that person will be granted a license during that time, and they will try out just like how we have been doing for our selected course. So this license will we will not have it for a long time. Yeah, this 10 licenses for 10 faculties recently is still valid. If you have attempted but have not completed, you have until end of October for those who still hold the license of your respective faculty. You can still make good use of our semester break or during exam period to complete the task or any other courses that you have not nominated but you have the heart to complete it. You can do so by end of October. Comes end of October, we will take back this license to be given to the students who bid for the course. So if in future you are nominated as the MOOC lecturer again, then for a few weeks or so, you'll be given the license again to try out. After trying out, you have to surrender back to the faculty so that the students can use it. So we have a total of 110 licenses, and they are kind enough to let us change hand from one trimester to another. So in between trimester, the MOOC lecturers will get to use the licenses to select only, and they also can complete it by themselves. We will later change the name of the faculty to the respective lecturer's name. This is also agreed by the EDX lecturer, encouraging lecturers EDX, I mean our vendor, they agree that yes, lecturers should try out and complete by themselves before they recommend or persuade students to take the same course. So this is about selection. If within faculty, I think it will be much more easier because you know each other, and then the selection can be seen throughout the process. So next would be coordination with the FGO. If you have been selected or will volunteer to be a faculty MOOC coordinator, then we will go to point number 2. It is to ensure that the FGO maintained in the system, for example, show the timetable for MPU, this course title and this name during the preview and registration period. For example, now we have coordinated with all the FGOs to ensure that they put this in the timetable so that students can see and also choose. And also for each trimester, due to the limitation of 110 divided by 10 faculties, but not so equally because some faculties have larger number of students, therefore they have more quota. So to put a quota or maximum number, we will inform at the university level, we will inform each faculty. So for this trimester, you are entitled to how many, and this number will be at the cap for the FGO to put there. Next, it would be to ensure student can preview. So not only preview the MOOC, they can also preview by title. L1 is about managing happiness, L2 is about Excel for beginners, etc. Yeah, so these three things is with the help of the FGO. Then comes the consultation with the students. After students manage to bid for MOOC, then we will call for a meeting, yeah, with the help of FGO as well within your faculty, speak to the students and also together with the MOOC lecturers, pair them, yeah, whoever has chosen this MOOC course will be paired with the MOOC lecturer. Maybe one lecturer to 5 students taking the same MOOC course, and then they can get to know each other so that when they face problem, they can also, have that support from their peers learning the same course. And so this consultation and monitoring will go on throughout the trimester if students face any problem. If they can do it DIY on their own, then there's no communication between us and them. Until the midterm report is out, then you will know who is not following well and who is doing okay. Yeah. So task number 4 is about the course file. We used to compile a long list of these items, right? From syllabus to teaching plan, moderation, all this no need. Just come to this exam result analysis, like how many actually within the faculty bid for MOOC. Let's say is 50. Then out of the 50, 48 managed to complete, two somehow did not complete. So this is the kind of course report and what are the course title, and according to students' feedback, they think certain course is too difficult and we should not do it during short trimester. So all these details will help us improve in the next or in future October trimester. And the EI report, we try to key in according to syllabus. There's actually one CLO, which is lifelong learning and professional development. So either they pass or they fail. If they pass, we give them 80 marks. If they fail, we give them 40 marks. And then we generate that course report. Um, and yeah, this is what we do for the course coordinator. Then last but not least is to compile the completion certificate from all the students. We don't need the physical certificate. They should keep the original, and we will take a snap. We will scan our. I don't know how we will do it. Maybe at FGO. Yeah, they will submit to FGO. We scan. We return it to them. Certified true copy. It is from that particular university that offer that particular EDX. And with that, we present it during pre-BOE and present during BOE. And so these students will be equivalent as they have taken the COQ course under uni elective group. Any questions from Justin? Yes.
Hi, I got two questions. One is with regards of you saying pass is 80 and then fail is 40. Because some students might not attempt the mock course at all, in which you can track by seeing that how much progress they have done on the EDS webpage itself. If for students that have not done anything, should we really grant them the 40 marks?
If they have not attempted at all, and with reminder also they don't do, perhaps we should have another category called zero, right?
Yes.
No attempt, no effort, nothing. Yeah, and this
Yes.
is about lifelong learning and professional development. Since they do not wish to participate at all, then zero is the answer for them now.
Yeah, because this thing can be tracked by using the EDS as per what I noticed before when I take the EDS. So
Yes,
just the
correct.
suggestions. And
Yeah.
then another would be about the certificates. So
Mm,
for the certificates, usually because I'm using the one that being provided, at the end
mm.
it's actually being awarded to Utah or the faculty S, which is not the student name. So would that be improved when we pass the license to the students?
That will not happen because that by then the license will be tied to the student's email and student's name.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's the
Mm,
another concerns I have. Thank you.
yeah, but for us who try out, but now the certificate is under the faculty name, we have gotten EDX consent to change it to your name. So you have until end of October to complete and to be changed to your name. Can we put a deadline for this so that we can, let the student view the MOOC courses as a preview early? Can we set it as 20th of October if you still wish to complete your course? Would it be fine? Uh, on the 20th of October, if you still wish to complete it and get your certificate done, you have 1 more month to go lah. Complete it. So from 21st onwards, we may want to release it to the lecturers, to the students, for them to view um, even before the trimester starts. Yeah, this is just a contingency plan lah. So if you wish to complete, please do so by middle of on the 20th of October, please. Yeah, and inform us here so that the certification can be done. You can also do other courses not under your nomination. Yeah, so this is the privilege that the university has given to the MOOC lecturer, whether you volunteered to join this or you have been appointed. So this is a good thing that we also learn along the way, yeah, regarding the magic of EDX, many courses. If you are preparing for a future trimester, you may also download some of the useful materials for yourself. Yeah, you have until 20th of October to do all this.
With regards of the things that mentioned just now, changing the name for our certificates, how should we do so?
After you complete, right? You just send an email, or maybe to make it more organized, maybe we will come up with a Google form where you upload your certification, then type your full name, then we will compile this list and pass it to our EDX vendor.
All right, thank you. No more question
Mm.
from me.
Thank you, Justin. Um, those who raise your hand, you may unmute and ask because it's a discussion today.
Okay, good morning. Dr.
Morning.
Liang, Isma here.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so I have a question. We have been assigned to choose a course under our program. So is it mean that our student or the other student from the other program faculty also can choose our course, or the other way?
No,
Or that
because course
is mainly for the
pre-registration.
program?
During the course pre-registration, it is within the faculty. So if they have it in the program structure, which the FGO have inserted already, during this trimester, if they have this uni elective or co-Q, we call it, yeah, if they have it, then only they will see it. And if you have chosen and put in your faculty, then only they see it. If other faculties have chosen, our own student won't see it. But anyhow, during our compilation, right, when someone mentioned managing happiness, this was observed by another faculty, and they also put in their own managing happiness in their own selection. You get what I mean? That is during the course selection process. For example, FICT put there first, managing happiness. And then FEGT say, oh, this is very good. Let me try out. Okay, I think my student need it. And therefore, managing happiness also appear elsewhere. Selected by the faculty lecturer. Then the faculty student can take.
Okay, meaning that our student can only take either COQ or this MOOC, the particular course under the MOOC. Am I right?
Correct.
The chosen.
Correct. Yes,
Okay,
correct.
understand.
And this is when they have in their trimester. If they are doing flexi and all, they try to choose this MOOC. We do not encourage.
Oh, okay.
Wait for their turn. And what if they have taken their co-Q earlier? Let's say, in the past they have taken, they are in year 3 now. It is also very hard for us to advise them to take
Okay.
because they will have to pay extra.
Okay.
They have done their co-Q, they have passed, and now they need to do extra, then they have to pay extra.
Okay. So meaning that within the faculty, if let's say the course that I've like selected, meaning that the other program, if let's say they can offer the same slot for CoQ and MOOC, they are able to see the course that I selected. Am I right?
Now cannot already because we have submitted and finalized the list.
Oh, for
Now,
that particular
now no
program
more.
only.
Yeah.
Okay.
We remember we had a deadline of 30th of August,
Yes.
where early September we already submitted and tabled at the dean's meeting. So
Okay.
finalized already. We cannot keep on adding on like this. Then the FGO will keep on adding, and it's
Okay.
never ending. Yeah.
Okay. Understand.
Always there is a cut-off period. So next trimester, if you volunteer to be the MOOC lecturer again, then you will do the same lah. Before the deadline, you will submit, and then we will just leave it to the course coordinator. Yeah.
Okay, understand.
Yes.
Then next trimester, if let's say I'm willing to be the MOOC coordinator, I can also choose another courses, right? Different
Yes.
courses.
Correct.
Okay.
This time our criteria is less than 7 weeks due to our short trimester.
Yeah.
We worry that they cannot finish, right? But
Yeah.
next time you can choose anything below 14 weeks. You have a larger pool to select
Thank
because
you.
it's a longer trimester. Yeah, we will continue to do this. So maybe consistently you will be the same MOOC lecturer, or if someone else want to try, you can just allow them. Sometimes we can have more lectures if the license is not a problem. Yeah, but anyhow, of all the 6 or 7 or 2 lecturers within the faculty, we still need one to be the coordinator to present on behalf of others. So this is the purpose of today's meeting, is to self-select volunteer to be the faculty MOOC coordinator. It may not be counted as workload yet. It would be an administrative contribution, or it could be a VASI, depending on the faculty definition. This one I do not know, but there's no extra pay or anything tied to this. It's just an experience that we go through together. Yeah, so whoever interested in becoming the MOOC coordinator, yeah, we are all MOOC lecturers here. If you wish to be the MOOC coordinator, either you can inform your DD or dean, or you can say it out loud here that you would love to be one. Yeah, and save all the email, because if it's coming from us, I think we'll do a good job. If appointed, sometimes you appoint the wrong person, or he is not interested, or he is too busy, then he may not comply with all the things that we talk about just now. And the delay would cause us some hassle. Yeah, like student not getting it recognized on time, or we have students forget to submit their completion, therefore get a failure rate, a grade. So yeah, uh, who is the next who raised his hand? Is it Dr. Wong? No. Yeah, any other concerns that you may have?
Dr. Nia,
Yes, Dr. Zhang, please.
Dr. Nia, just now I think Dr. Isma is asking whether in the same faculty, let's say different program, right? Different program, but they have, let's say in the faculty, they have 7 program. They choose 7 module already, or 7 cert for the EDX. Then is it other program in the same faculty can also take?
Oh, so when students see, right, in
Yeah.
the view, they see for the whole faculty.
Yeah.
They don't see by program.
Yeah.
So if redundant, then maybe we'll just drop one and choose one. We do come across redundant. Maybe two lecturers within the same faculty, they also think managing happiness is important. But in the end, we just simply choose between them, we choose one only. Because after all, the title will only appear once.
Yeah. This one, the student from other program also can see for other program, right? Which means
Can.
yeah, okay.
Can. Within the faculty.
Yes,
Within the faculty, there's no differentiation who should take what.
yeah, okay, confirm. Okay, thank you, Dr. Nyong. Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you.
Dr. Isma, I think it's answer your question, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry for the confusion. Dr. Chu?
Yeah. Yes, I want to ask because you said amount there. That means the cost must be $200 and above. Now, assuming because most of the course in EDX are very IT oriented, so for us in FAM here, some of our courses are more business oriented and so forth. So if we feel some of the courses, though they are below 200, can we still nominate that? Like for example, you have your SDG, which is a very in thing now and quite relevant to some of the initiatives that we are doing.
Mm.
Uh,
Dr. Chu, thank you for highlighting this. We have actually lowered our bar to 150 USD. If you look at our final selection, we base it on 149 is the lowest. The reason is students are paying 2 credit hour fee, which come up to about 700 ringgit. So if they take something in EDX with about 400 ringgit, then they would think that we have make profit.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. So in order not to waste their chance, so we set a standard called 150 and above. We used to say 200 USD and above. Yeah. So now we make it like equivalent to 700. About 150 would be still okay, but we have also seen someone choosing 50 USD. 50 is too low the price to justify why we are charging 700. So those courses have been dropped.
I see, I see.
Mm.
Okay. So if let's say in future you have courses which are free by because
Free
I see
courses,
yes
just encourage them to register.
okay so
Just do it outside this CoQ thing. They no need to
okay
pay, and then they also get certification. That will be
yeah
great.
yeah because I see some other websites that they do have free courses but they are not under EDX of course other so would
Oh,
that be recognized as well or you has to
uh,
be EDX?
for this one, paid one, we recognize only EDX because we only have EDX licenses. But others good to have one. They can collect along the way and put them in the CV, a list of MOOC courses that they have taken elsewhere. That will also show this person a lifelong learner and interested in what area. This is
Only
the
that
in thing now.
only that they don't get the credit hours and so forth in that case.
They don't get from our uni, but they get recognized elsewhere. Like the employers would recognize it or useful for their internship. So this is
Okay.
to cultivate a habit lah. If they find this very pleasant for them, then they will venture into other platforms without us telling them or guiding them. It becomes something like habitual to do. That would be great.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Chu.
Hi, morning, Dr. Leong. Dr. Leong here
Yes,
from IPGT.
yes.
Yeah, just to add on to Dr. Zam's questions just now, just to clarify, so let's say IPGT student, can we actually take courses that is offered by other faculty?
Other faculty students may not be able to see them.
Ah,
Not
so
not in the preview, not in the course prereq. process.
So at this moment, it's only like FEG student only can actually choose the 2 courses that is parked under FEGT lah.
So far it's like this, but next time we make it more transparent during the selection process, where we also can view other people's choices, and if we like, we put them in our list.
Okay, noted, Dr. Yao. Thanks.
Thank you. And we have Miss Tan, right? Miss Tan?
Miss Tan is me just now. I'm using Miss Tan.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Dr. Yao. Yeah.
Alright,
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Okay. Miss Tan, thank you very much for your email recently regarding the new MPU. Thank you.
It's okay. Thank you.
So now come to the voluntary exercise. So if among all of us, if you feel that you wish to be the course coordinator for MOOC to experiment this new thing, how to do and how to give feedback and how to make the practice more hassle-free, we welcome your self-nomination to be the MOOC coordinator. Or if you need more time to think through, then we will also wait for your reply. But after this week or so, no reply, then I think our DD who are present here today will have to discuss with the dean or start nominating. In the list, right? There are a few lecturers. Nominate one that you think would be most passionate and would be most willing to do, and also feasible for him or her during the short trimester to cope with this new task. Yeah. So any volunteer, you may raise your concern here and volunteer. Anyone from FEGT? From FICT?
Hi, Dr. Nghiu.
Yes.
Not really volunteering, but could you share the MOOC coordinator responsible with us yet, so we can take a look before we say that we want to volunteer be a course coordinator or not first?
Can. I think that one is not finalized, but those are the things that I can think of only lah. So with the newly appointed coordinator, we will all sit together and improvise on the guide. So this
Dr.
is just an
Liao.
initial one. Yeah.
Dr. Liao, this is Chong.
Yes. Hi.
Chong from ICI. Yeah, I have been
Yes,
volunteered
Dr.
yesterday.
Chong.
I was just volunteered yesterday. I have no idea what's happening, especially I'm the coordinator. So I need to have some documentation. Can you just send documentation of what am I supposed to do? Because I just got it to know yesterday. I have a lot of things I don't know what's happening.
Oh.
Okay. So yeah. So can I have some documentation?
Can.
Thank you.
I will send to the same group where Miss Poon sent to all. I will send it to the same group. Announcement has been made yesterday to all students regarding MOOC, telling them that they can now select from their course preview, and then they will be meeting their MOOC lecturer in week 1. Yeah, it's a very brief announcement. I will also send to all. Yeah.
Thank you.
But thanks for joining us, Dr. Chong.
Yeah.
If no further question, I think we will end today's meeting. There is a recording available for those who can't make it.
Dr. Yao, one more question. We